Okay then, Helldivers, we are back, and the moment that we've all been waiting for today has finally arrived, as the Baskinator has actually managed to put in the announcement for what it is that's happening, giving us the information on why it is that the update hasn't come, when it will be coming, and what will be coming inside of it. We've also got a bit more information inside of this post, which I actually think was pretty well structured, or at least in my personal opinion, but we're going to go through all the information you guys need to know from that post today, and you guys can let me know via the comments exactly what you're thinking. If you haven't already, smash that beautiful like button and subscribe with post notifications turned on. It'd be greatly appreciated. And always check out our incredible sponsor, GamerSupps, the company that offer esports athletes and gamers alike with the most effective and healthy energy drink option. And we've got a load of stuff dropping all of the damn time. It's worth checking out. Links in the description. Use code CloudPlays at checkout for a cheeky discount. And if you want to get involved with that giveaway for super credits, it's very simple. Head down into the comment section and put in a black heart in the comment section. I don't need to tell you guys as to why. We'll announce that one in a few days' time. With that being said, let's dive into the game and see what's happening right now in this massive post that they've posted up. So as we all knew, we were receiving a post today coming from the Baskinator, and lo and behold, exactly 24 hours after they posted up the announcement yesterday about the update today, we received a really weird announcement post, and this one was quite a detailed one. It gave us actually all the information we needed. Baskinator started off with Freedom's Greetings, Helldiver. We want to share an update on our most recent patch. It was originally planned for Tuesday, but last-minute certification issue caused a delay. The team is now targeting delivery by the end of this week, with staff ready to work over the weekend if needed. There's still a small chance the issue won't be fully resolved by Friday, which could push the patch into next week. We're doing everything we can to deliver it this week, and we'll provide an update on Friday either way. Thanks for your patience and for your understanding. So from that first segment alone, we can tell just a few things. The patch was already supposed to be here this Tuesday, meaning yesterday at the point of upload. And the last-minute certification issues that caused the delay, well, normally what happens is once you've generated a patch ready for your game, you obviously have to send it off to the third-party platforms, also known as Sony, PlayStation, Microsoft, Xbox, and Steam. So you have to make sure that they work in accordance, and then they give you guys that clarification that you can then go ahead with it. Evidently, there's been a bit of a problem with the certification on this, and whether they've got something wrong inside of it that means that they've got to rework it. We have no idea exactly what the details are on that one, but for that reason, it should be releasing on Friday. Now, if they don't manage to sort out the certification issues by Friday, then it will obviously lead into next week. Now, is this great information? No, absolutely not. I'll be gutted if it comes through into next week, as we are actually on holiday, so my live streams won't be here, but don't worry, your uploads still will be. Nonetheless, though, it is good that we're getting this communication. We're getting a play-by-play of exactly what it is that is actually happening and why it is that it's happening the way it is. This, for me, is really important, and a post like this once a week probably wouldn't go amiss. I think that actually they go over a lot of details in this. As the Baskinator continues to state right here, as we previously shared, we have pushed back our content releases, including War Bonds, to focus on fixing performance, bugs, and balance. The upcoming patch includes many bug fixes, performance optimizations, and a weapon and enemy balance pass not included in the list below. We want to share a smaller list of optimizations with you ahead of time so that you can get a better idea of what's coming, and then the full patch notes will go live with the patch as usual. Now, this is really, really interesting to me because what we're about to show you guys is the full optimizations for the upcoming release, but they stated right here that this is a small list of things that they have done. So yes, it has been quite some time that they've been working on this patch, and apparently it's definitely going to show in the size of it, as we have got loads of things from bug fixes, performance optimizations, plus weapon and enemy balance patches. So this could be quite a big one, and although it's a good piece of information that we're going to be receiving all of this, some players are a little bit concerned that it could potentially harm the game further with it being such a massive patch. I'm a little bit on the fence of it. It could make things loads better, and I hope that it does, because I'd like to think that they genuinely quality assured this one and made sure that everything was good before they pushed this thing out, which is why it's taken so long. But we'll have to wait and see how it plays. As for what it is that we've got in terms of information with regards to this, we can see right here the optimization list as follows. Optimization status effects: physics by only enabling powered ragdolls when needed, and physics for body handling for damage calculations. The automaton units and NPC eyes by changing them from particle effects to shaders. Now, that will obviously do quite a lot because it is quite a demanding factor having the particle effects instead of shaders. But what this also does mean, or at least what I'm gathering from it, is that it will no longer longer have the glowing effect on the eyes. Hopefully just a bright colorization so that we can still see them. We'll have to wait and see how that one plays out. That could be a bit of a net negative, but I understand what they're trying to go for here. There's a lot of these optimizations genuinely are to essentially bring down the required usage for your PC, so hopefully meaning that it's not so demanding. AI behaviors by analyzing and stripping out redundant code and stuttering during drop-in sequence for missions on Hive Worlds. They've also got performance for the audio I/O, and the snow distribution and overall looks have been reworked. They've improved performance by tweaking the LOD settings for characters and the asset distribution for several planet types, as well as the scattered assets such as grass on various planet types. Now, what this kind of says to me, and again, this is pure speculation, just my opinion, but what I am gathering is that they have changed a lot of the optimization for assets, for the way that certain effects work, and for the way that the status effects will show up, mainly to take down the demand of what the game actually needs. Could this take away from what the game looks like? Potentially, we could be seeing a bit of a downgrade to the way that the game looks in order to be able to cram it in and essentially make it so that it performs better, almost like a performance mode and an enhanced mode. It's kind of a bit of a weird one. I'm hoping that they don't take away from it too much, but they also have asset distribution on Hive Worlds and Terminated Caves, asset setups and geometry for assets used in the Hive Worlds and Terminated Caves, status effect, physics and particle systems while maintaining visual feedback and fidelity, and various automaton explosion effects, acid rain effects during acid storms, dragon roach fire attack effects. So far just from those alone we can see automaton explosion effects and the dragon roach fire effects are going to be obviously toned down, again probably for the optimization of it, which is why the wording is the way that it is. They've also made various optimizations to the fire systems, including particle and light optimization, and they've improved the performance by optimizing the rendering of several shaders. Now, I'm really intrigued to see what this does to the game. I'm hoping that it makes it a lot smoother, makes it a lot easier to play, but I'm hoping it doesn't take away from the graphical imagery too much that it's really, really, really noticeable. We'll have to see what it is that we're left with by the time that this launches, hopefully on Friday, potentially on Tuesday. But the Baskonator ends this whole post by stating, "Thank you, Helldivers, for your patience and unwavering commitment to manage democracy. Your courage and restraint from calling in orbital strikes over patch delay keeps the galaxy free from freedom." Now, obviously, people are in a bit of a 50-50 state in the community right now, with some people saying that this was exactly what they wanted, and I pretty much lie on that side of the fence. I'm really glad that we've received this main piece of information coming from Baskonator, as it kind of gives me the info of what it is that I require, instead of continuing to wait until Friday for a random patch to actually drop. If we could get this more frequently, I think that the community would be a lot more positive about it, but obviously without details on what's happening with the bugs and the performance optimizations and the weapon and enemy balances, I think a lot of people are still stuck on the side of the fence where they're worried for their PCs, they're worried about the game and hoping that it does actually come back. But there's a fine line between hating on it and being not optimistic. So we'll see exactly how this one plays out over the next few days, and hopefully we'll have loads of information for you guys before the weekend comes, as yes, Sunday is Liberty Day, so realistically you need to fix your game before the biggest day of the year for Helldivers, man. It's just pretty much the one thing that they need to do. On top of that, we had a novel Greetings Helldivers as a new survey for player feedback straight after that, so it definitely was a bit of a comical value after. We'll see where it is that goes, but yeah, they make sure you can go ahead and give their feedback on the communication, I guess, because there's not much else to go off of. We've received no patch updates, so feedback right now is borderline irrelevant. Nonetheless, unfortunately, that's all we've got time for today. I want to say a massive thank you to all of you guys for supporting the channel and being so amazing. If you haven't already, hit the like button, subscribe, post notifications turned on. Appreciate your faces, and as always, I'll see you in the clouds.